Hello there, gang, and welcome to Displaying-Model-Behaviour, the Earth's mightiest action figure video podcast. Sorry, I'm really tired, but it's a happy kind of tired. I've just got back from New Jersey. ToyTuber Expo 2025 was amazing. Such a great, awesome, wonderful time. Articulated Ninja, who put it all together, and everyone who attended. It was such an awesome experience to get to meet everyone, say hello to people who I've watched on YouTube, people who have watched me, and just getting this chance to come together as a community and enjoy all of the things that we get so passionate about. Absolutely amazing. I'm totally exhausted, but I'm on such a high. So thank you so much to everyone involved. Ninja, the Find My Figures ladies, everyone who put this together, who worked so hard, and everyone who attended that made it such an incredible, amazing experience. My throat is kind of hoarse from just talking so much to everyone, and genuinely, like literally, it's not a cliche. My face aches from smiling so much, as wide as my smile was for the whole weekend. But everyone who was asking me, wow, Dave, you've traveled across the world and like you've still got energy. Well, here you go. This is it. I reached it. You were wondering when I was going to run out of energy. It's now. Great time to start the video. So let's see if I can re-energize myself with some Marvel Legends. That's always a good way to start. And we have got this Iron Man and Mandarin 2-pack, and it's gonna be difficult to get the energy for this one, actually, isn't it, folks? Because could we call this the Iron Men 2-pack? Hey, we've got a Mandarin figure, I guess. Guys, Hasbro team, come on. You intentionally, and don't pretend you didn't, you intentionally went for the blandest, most boring version of the Mandarin you possibly could, because you know eventually you're going to give us the one we want. You know you're going to give us the green-skinned, cool robes Iron Man Mandarin from Saturday morning TV shows, and you know, the one that actually looks like a toy and not a representative here for a business meeting, because that's what it looks like. But, you know, unfortunately, it feels like someone just went, look, he looked like this for a few issues, okay? We can get away with this. They'll buy it, okay? And then we'll do the one that we actually want. And I'm not even salty about it. I'm just riffing. You know me, I'm a riff machine. I can't help it. It's the name of the game. If Marvel Legends gave us everything we want in the first year, they would then have to go out of business for the next 10 years and then reopen and do it all over again. So it makes sense to drip feed these things, but you can see what it's all about. So the Mandarin, there's a dude in a suit, and then the actual Extremis Iron Man, it's good. I like it. I mean, we got Extremis Iron Man just a couple of years ago. This one is slightly better, but you know, that's the circle of Marvel Legends, just upgrading to a slightly better one every now and then. So I ain't mad at it. Don't hate the player, love the game. Is that the expression? Or is it don't hate the player, hate the game? I remember Booker T used to say something, and I don't know, it's based on sports, isn't it? And I don't do sports, so help me out there. Regardless of that, though, this is going to be up for pre-order on Amazon, I think, now. So if you do want it, well, you know where to go. Neca have got some TMNT figures up for pre-order, and a couple of these are like, whew, wow, they go hard in those comic books, don't they? Because these are the, I want to say Mirage, or is it Archie? Archie's the old comics. They don't do those anymore, right? Or is it IDW now? Facts about stuff. We don't do that here at Model Behavior. But we've got Raphael in Shredder armor. And I remember seeing some pictures of this with Raphael's face all hamburgered up. Looks visceral. I mean, the unmasked face with the Phantom of the Opera looking features on there. Whew. Raph has had a hard time, and I think basically everything in this comic run is pretty dark and gruesome, but also I kind of dig that. Like, seeing this, it makes me want to go on and read more of these issues. So he's up for pre-order now, and he's not the only one who's had some, well, bad fortune in this comic run. So we have Donatello as a cyborg Donatello, I guess, and he looks, looking over at the pictures here, he looks cool. I mean, there's obviously some terrifying body horror RoboCop stuff going on here, but also he's wearing a party hat, which actually makes it creepier somehow. So again, seeing these images makes me want to go and look into the lore and see, like, how did this come to be? And how gruesome and dark of a story is it going to be? Or is it actually a nice one about how Donatello dresses up as RoboCop and throws a birthday party? I don't know. But just like Raphael, he's up for pre-order as well. And then finally for this wave, we've got Nobody. Is it Mr. Nobody or just Nobody? I think it's just Nobody. Mr. Nobody is a movie that I'm going to go see tonight if I can stay awake and keep my eyes open. I want to see Bob Odenkirk bust some heads again for the sequel. It looks like a lot of fun. But this Nobody, just cool all black kind of costume there. At first glance, I thought, is that Black Panther? Because with the gray gloves as well, there's a similarity. But no, he's his own guy. He's also Nobody. And just like the other two, he's up for pre-order as well. This is cool. I love me some third-party Transformers, and this is Computron from Craftsman Toy, DJS02 Tactilord, but a Tactilord by any other name, is Computron, Legend Scale Technobots/Computrons. And they know exactly what they're doing and who they're making it for as well. So if you're a Legend Scale Transformers collector and you don't have a Computron, because I'm guessing have Hasbro not done a Legend Scale Computron? I don't know, you know me, for Transformers, it's very hard to keep track. But also it doesn't matter now, because you can go over to Craftsman Toy, all right, which I think is probably going to be available on the import sites. I'll see if I can find one while I'm doing the edit. Craftsman Toy, and you can pick yourself up. Actually, I got to say, what looks like a really cool looking Computron. Yeah, I like the look of this guy. Now, here's a Ninja Turtle who's supposed to look horrific and terrifying. We've got Slash from Mondo Toys. And Slash is always going to be one of my favorite Ninja Turtles designs. Actually, I mean, I love all the monsters. I love all the villains from TMNT because it's always so much fun to see how different companies reinterpret them in their own styles. So Krang, Bebop, Rocksteady, and of course, Slash. Love my evil doppelgangers. That's what this guy is here. So he's got his fun, gnarly, grinning, gruesome looking face, a whole bunch of accessories as well. Of course, because it's Mondo, it's going to be very expensive, but also he's big as well. This is like a huge, big statement piece. You're not going to have a whole wave of these on a shelf because there ain't no shelves big enough unless you do have one, in which case, can I come over and look at your toys, please? Because I'm sure that looks amazing. But yeah, Slash, I'm pretty sure he should be up for pre-order right now. What do I always say about the art of the action figures? That is what we have right here from Underverse, another release. Let me read this off here. We've got Last Call for Tomorrow King's TK Ranger Nitro Ujitada. Pre-orders at underverse.com and underverse.vip. Art of the action figure, baby. It looks like something straight out of a stop-motion animation movie. What's the name? Kubo and the Two Strings. That's a stop-motion movie that I've got a lot of love for, even though it does kind of trail off at the end, I find. But this looks really, really pretty. Again, comes with a pretty price tag, $225. But for a 1/6 scale figure, well, that's kind of in line with what we've come to expect. So yeah, once again, Underverse setting the standard for very, very beautiful, what I consider like museum piece type action figures. Oh, Loose Collector, there's always another variant just on the horizon, but each one has its own distinct kind of flavor. What am I talking about? Of course, I'm talking about his Yeti, and then also there's the Sasquatch, and now we've got, what is it called? The Skookum. The Skookum, which just looks like, I don't know, kind of evil dark Sasquatch, gorilla type creature. I don't know, but he's big, huge, and terrifying looking. And honestly, if I was to get one of the three from Yeti, Sasquatch, or Skookum, I'd be kind of torn. I don't know. I probably wouldn't go for Skookum just because I like things brighter and bolder. But I mean, gosh, could you imagine if you had a whole set of these guys? That would be pretty crazy. So pre-orders will start being listed as of, well, now, as a matter of fact. And this pre-order ends September 20th as well. So you've got a reasonable window to decide which one of these big bad boys you want to get. So you can go on over to loosecollector.com and put your money down. But yeah, all three of these things look wicked. So this is something a little bit different now, although also slightly familiar. If you read your Frank Miller comics, Muff Toys are giving us Kane from, what's it called? Guilty Land, in no way associated with Sin City, although maybe it's a borough of it. This Marv or not Marv figure looks like everything you might want if you do love Sin City and you want something to represent the big mean bruiser from that comic book, also from that awesome movie. I haven't watched that in years. I gotta go back and watch Sin City again. Mickey Rourke crushing it as Marv and crushing skulls as well. And this guy looks highly capable of crushing a few skulls too. So I'm going to see if I can find out where this is available from. You know, your regular go-to import stores, but I'll see if I can find something more specific for you. Because it looks like the best version of Marv that you're going to find. I mean, I'm trying to think. McFarlane did one literally decades ago, but there's not a huge amount to choose from out there. So to get a brand new Sin City Marv, which is of course not a Sin City Marv, then this looks pretty good. Now here's something from TMNT. This is a TMNT heavy episode, but it's a little less gruesome. We've got a Garfield Ninja Turtles mashup set, a couple of sets actually, and these kind of fill me with joy, to be honest. I do love Garfield. I think a lot of people think it's kind of like not cool to like Garfield because the comics are very simplistic. It's not exactly the highfalutin kind of thing, but I don't know, Garfield is just, it's a fun, good time. So we got hang on, I was gonna say Garfield, but it's not, it's Garfello. Garfello and Sidekick Odie, that's a 2-pack right there. And then also, we've got Pirate Garfield and Pirate Odie. Because why not? I'm sure in some alternate dimension there's pirate model behavior as well. And he'd say, "Yarr me hearty, be sure to go out and place down a pre-order for these 2-packs right now." He probably wouldn't be very popular. This news is a little bit old now, but occasionally if I miss something, well, I'll try and catch up when I can do. So Storm Arena, once again, crushing it with their Storm Arena 1/12 scale fighting figure type line. This isn't specifically fighting though, this is Baki Hanma, which is an anime about fighting. So close enough. We're getting the Kaoru Hanayama figure. I've literally just watched the first episode of Baki Hanma, so I'm trying to dip my toe into it, see what I make of it. So once again, it just looks like Storm Arena's killing it. Over at Toytuber Expo, I got to play around with the Storm Arena Ken figure, and yeah, I get it. Like, it's just phenomenal. So there was some cool stuff that I got to get my hands on at that expo. And if Storm Arena continue with that kind of quality with this Baki Hanma line, well, folks are going to be eating pretty well. Oh man, this came out of nowhere and looks like a whole lot of fun. We are getting a pixel art 2D side-scrolling Masters of the Universe beat 'em up here. We've got He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Dragon Pearl of Destruction video game announced, and yeah, considering that we've recently had TMNT, we're about to get Marvel Cosmic Invasion, we got He-Man coming out, there's a Toxic Avenger one as well. For everyone my sort of age demographic who grew up in the 90s playing these side-scrolling arcade games, oh gosh, this is a halcyon time. So looking at the trailer, it's exactly what you would expect from this kind of genre, which honestly is exactly what I want. So this is just the reveal trailer, so it's probably going to be a while before we actually get our hands on it. Maybe by the end of the year? Fingers crossed, we'll wait and see. I mean, hey, Cosmic Invasion isn't that far off on the horizon. So this is coming out to all the major consoles by the looks of things, and honestly with the timing, by the time we roll credits on Cosmic Invasion, we can start anticipating this one. And folks, that does it for Good News for today. A slightly shorter one, because even though I'm on the last few ebbs of energy, like the power bar is going down into the red, I actually have to finish moving offices today, because we're going from the 1st floor to the 4th floor, which is maybe why this video might have sounded a little bit echoey, because this room is largely empty now. So I got my work cut out for me after I finished editing and uploading this video. So gang, thank you so much for watching. Thank you everyone who had a hand in Toytuber Expo over the weekend. I don't know if it's gonna, be announced or happen or what, but man, if they do Toytuber Expo again, yeah, I'm there 100%. There's no way I'd want to miss out on that. So gang, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep displaying model behavior.